It's your boy Jims with the Stop Being Dirty, Stop Eating Dirty. Listen, I know what it feels like to be too far in a situation. I mean, so far in a situation where you feel like you can't even get out. I've been like that with my health. I've been like that with alcohol. I've been like that with toxic relationships, toxic friendships. I've been there where you're I was so overweight and so unhealthy at a point in my life where I felt like there was no way I'll be able to get out of this hole that I'm in. I'm too overweight. I'm too unhealthy. There's no way I could ever see myself being in shape, let alone even close to 200 pounds, right? Because at my worst, I was, 253 pounds. Mind you, I'm only 5'9", and I'm talking about 253 of nastiness. Just straight bacon, egg, and cheese, oatmeal in a duffel bag, just pouring out my pores. Like I look like just a gallon of water poured into oatmeal was just my stomach lining, and the pure disgust of laziness and everything. And it was diabolical how much I just looked at myself and was like, well, there's no way I could come back from this. False. Or how much I was drinking and feeling like, the feeling I'm getting from constantly drinking is numbing out my problems to a point where it's bringing me happiness because I don't have to think about it. False, because that only lasts for a while you're drinking, but you wake up not only hungover, but with the same problems you had prior to the drink. You're just numbing it, right? Toxic relationships, you get so used to being around somebody and this cycle of negativity and this black cloud of the aura that you're involved in every day that it becomes your normal. This is now my life. False. On everything I just said. I'm currently in the best shape of my life. I still drink, but I don't get drunk. I'm not out here being messy. I don't have a yearn for it. Dinner, date night, things like that. Sneaking a little little pre-made Tito's and pineapple in the movie theater when you're going to see a long movie, going to see F1 tonight with Brad Pitt, 2.5 hours. I mean, what else are you gonna do there? Drink 17 slushies? No, me and my lady gonna split a little vodka. No harm, no foul. What else did I mention? Toxic relationships. No, you get out of it. You realize that person's not for you. You don't have to live like this. You don't have to accept this misery. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the history keep you in the misery just because you feel like you know. Hey, verb. Oh my God! I just got I could have went with that a lot longer because I was really passionate about that subject right there. I almost forgot that there was a point of to get into this blog. But you know what? What I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna start making the intro segments a little longer. Talking about life because I feel like that's what's really needed for just in general as men. Or a lot of times it's good to see that other men are going through the issues that you go through, especially people with a platform like myself. I'm nobody more special. I'm just as special as you are, is what I'm trying to say. I'm nothing special. I'm just somebody who's able to turn on the camera and you happen to know my face because I did a few things on the internet, you know what I mean? Some battle raps and blogs and things of that nature. And I created this fan base where I'm able to reach out and speak to you through this lens. But outside of that small factor, I'm just like you and I go through the same pain and same agony as you do. So I want to, I feel like it's my duty to help you understand that I can relate to your same issues because we all have them. With that being said, I want to start making the intro before I go into the transition. I want to make it more connected to the subject in which I'm going to talk about. So like an A verb, where A verb feels like, from the outside looking in, is like he's too deep in. Right, he's too deep in this situation, this dark hole, this black cloud that he's created for himself. This negative realm that he is stuck in. Another addiction, that I didn't mention, or things you're stuck in, is the social media, the limelight. They say all publicity is good publicity. I absolutely disagree. I don't think that being this person that you're starting to look like to us is a good person to be. I don't think there's any positive in this. I don't think there's no positive that you're being such a negative, derogatory, person to a point where it is now taken away from your legacy. You add in the fact that you poke the bear, meaning ARP. You know what I'm saying? You open the tiger's cage, and now the tiger's out on you. He was just minding his business in his cage, doing what tigers do, and instead of like closing that gate, you opened it. He wasn't bothering nobody. His gate was closed. You opened it. So now you have what you're doing already, making yourself look bad. Now every day you have ARP on your neck, exposing you, making your legacy look even worse, and you have no one to blame but yourself. But at what point do you stop? What point do you realize that A Big Gerald is becoming less important every day? Your run when you battle Loda Lux and Murder Mook is becoming less every day. The Showtime Midwest movement, the face of it, is becoming less and less every day. I mean, let's not count the fact that add in the fact that, that's a whole different era from where battle rap is right now. So you're already an old school battle rapper in its own right compared to this new school who you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, your time is behind there. Yeah, it's cemented, but the care of a 18-year-old who's fans of Eunice and these younger generation battle rappers is just like, yeah, Verb, he did that back then. You're already that by default, which ain't cool. The new school need to get with the old school because this lane was painted for them. But what I'm saying is, it is what it is. Eventually, to our kids, we're gonna be the old guys. 30 years from now, when we talk about, if you having a child right now, 30 years from now, do you know how old Biggie and Pac stories will be to our kids? Even the Lil Waynes, Jeezys and Gucci's and G-Unit. Remember G-Unit? No, G-Unit. Oh, Dad, those old guys, it's really going to be that 30 years from now. Think about it. I mean, the G-Unit run damn near is 20 years ago. It'd be 50 years old. Think about it. So what I'm saying is, why ruin the legacy? And that's what you're doing. When you throw in the towel of being like, what am I doing here? The derogatory statements, the false accusations, and then you want to even get into this. I said Averb's officially scared of Hitman. Like, bro, Hitman called you out for a fade in a boxing ring, and you denied it. So a person you dragged through the mud, you dissing his fiance, his family, you doing everything under the sun to disrespect this man, and then you claimed you wanted to fade with this man, and now this man offers you to fade, a legal fade at that. Mind you, dealing with a member of a gang. You could be set up. You could be hurt with a weapon. You could be blindsided, caught lacking, jumped. All the things that come with it. Not only just dealing with someone with a gang, just anyone that's not in an organized fight, such as a boxing ring. Stomped out. I mean, all these things could happen to you. When it's up, it's up. There's no rules in the streets. The streets is filthy and dirty and disgusting, nasty and a lie. That's the situation you're in though. When you have to cross paths with certain people due to your disrespect, and now this person is willing to say, nah, let's not even go that route. Let's go this route, and you deny that. I gotta pull your man card a little bit, man. I gotta pull it a little bit because it's like, who would deny such a thing? Now, you can argue the fact that, because, all right, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Hitman Holla hit up Verb, say, yo, I'm willing to fly you out, organize a boxing event. All the money from the pay-per-view and the door goes to the winner, but the loser goes home with nothing. That was the offer. Verb declines. Now, you can argue the fact that, hey, Verb should be paid no matter what because he's good. He's going to... Listen, man. Not only do I believe if Verb said, nah, I need at least this to fight, if it's not an extra, number out the universe, Hitman would probably agree to it. But I also feel like at this point, first of all, you already spoke as if you could whoop him. So it's not like you didn't say that. You said you can. So this is where I got to pull this card too. So because it's like, damn, I might lose this fight and walk away with nothing. No, you made it clear that you feel like you could take him in the fight. And so you should be 100%. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to go in there, win this fight, and this money. case closed. But you deny it, to me, that's kind of like, that's despicable to me. Because it's like, you did all this, now you have an opportunity to have a safe way out. I'm not saying who could win, whatever you feel you could win, regardless of the fact this is a safe way out, because now I'm worried about what possibly could happen to you. Because it's up with you and Hitman whenever someone might see you, and it might not be him. It could be someone associated with him, but you have a chance to dead all that. And you was given that opportunity. I wish I was given that type of opportunity with issues I've been through in life. You know what I'm saying? I've been set up, sucker punch, blindsided. You think any of these people have ever, you know, been down to, obviously they weren't with the fair one to begin with, because they have to put you in situations where either they're not doing it themselves, or they're in a situation where they're popping off on you, where it's a circumstance or a setting where no one should be fighting, or even a situation where you reach out to these people afterwards and they're scared to do a fair one. All these things combined is the real world of dealing with people. But now you're living in you've told all this and you still have the opportunity to have a fair one, which don't even exist these days. You deny it? Bro, shut up already, man. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear one more disrespect towards Hitman. No more. I don't want to hear nothing about ARP no more. I mean, for God's sakes, you got RBE coming out of retirement. You made RBE coming out of retirement. I mean, this guy, you got ARP talking about, he has a Sorry Is True podcast. He's not even talking about Rare Breed Entertainment is done. It's done. He's taking this shit a whole nother route. You can argue the fact that, congratulations, you just boosted the algorithm for ARP, who's trying to take his channel another direction. So imagine this. Imagine your ARP. Be our ARP right now. Because I know how it is too to be in this. Because like, I want to start taking the channel. I want the channel to be all about the intro talks that I talk about. I want the channel to be about fitness and health. I want to start putting out workout videos and full days of eating and shopping hauls and things like that. What I eat, what I have in the crib, what's my daily routine, life after a battle. I have a lot of ideas. And I know it's going to come with minimal views because at first, because you're basically starting from the ground up. Because everyone knows me for speaking of battle rap. Now, if I try to transition and not talking about battle rap, how many people is going to be interested in watching? I hope to one day put in enough work where everyone's going to want to watch, but it's basically starting over, even with a successful channel. I mean, look how many subscribers ARP has, but look how many views he was getting when he was talking about things that have nothing to do with battle rap. Chopped in half, maybe you can even say a quarter of the viewing. Because that's just not what the people are there for. But he's working on getting people there. And he got a blessing by somebody rattling his cage. And now you bring RBE back. Now the RBE ARP is back talking about battle rap in the sense of, you know, the A verb and things of that nature. And now he starts off his blogs still doing what he does, meaning talking about the mainstream media, but he has all the eyes from battle rappers watching that, because he's going to transition into now talking about you, when this guy was just talking about mainstream battle, but you went and bothered him. So now you literally catapulted ARP. So now the work that ARP had to do from the ground up, meaning like, you know, him trying to do a channel that has nothing to do with battle rap, you just helped it. Because honestly, I wasn't really watching that shit either. And now you got me sitting there listening to everything so my entertainment. He's not a bad talker about it. I'm intrigued. Whereas I'm like, what's ARP talking about? P. Diddy? I don't give a fuck. ARP talking about R. Kelly? I don't give a shit. What's ARP? I don't give a shit. Right? That's the mentality of what Jim talking about. Weights, protecting your people. I don't give a fuck. I don't even work out. This is how the mind works. Oh, Jim's talking about battle rap? Let me click. Oh, ARP talking about battle rap? But y'all get what I'm trying to say? Listen, man. It's never too late to make change, but without making change, nothing changes. Put your phone down. Get off social media. I mean, I don't want to get too crazy into your business, man, but you're a father, bro. You're a father. I think last I heard you have 4 or 5 kids. I mean, get your kids together. Go on a family vacation. Disappear. It's okay to step back. It's okay to get out this black hole, this negative cesspool of social media, man. It's okay to do something for you and understand that none of this is existing if you just sign out of Twitter. Sign out of your Instagram, sign out of Twitter, and delete your YouTube app for 1 month and realize how much you do have a life outside of this. I disappear. I go to protect my peace for a year. I'm in nature. I'm on vacations. I'm with my kids. I'm with my I'm doing all these family things. I'm getting more connected with my parents, my sister, my gal, everything. I'm focusing on me, my health, my fitness, because I'm not focusing on the internet. When you think you're so stuck on this internet when all you have to do is hit that delete button and just take a step back. And see the beauty around you. There's so much beauty in life. The simplicity of just nature, your children, any hobby, the gym. Man, do anything. There's art. They get into anything that doesn't have to do with feeling like you owe anybody explanations or you need to continue ranting of negativity because you so far in. You can hit that reset button. As long as you're waking up today with air in your lungs, you can make a change. That's my message, man. Let me know what y'all think. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's never too late for change, but without making a change, nothing will change. Stop being dirty.